I'll do the questions. You open it up.
Okay. Hello. Hello, everyone. We are live. Oh, happy Friday, my lovely ladies. It's so good to see you all. I look so forward to this morning that we get to spend together.
Yay! It's Friday.
So, welcome everyone to Forward Friday. We're here every Friday at 9:30 a.m. for you, giving you some amazing information, some tips about leadership, mindset, spirituality, whatever comes to mind, honestly. So, and we have the wonderful Miss Lindy Moo watching us. Hi, Lindy.
We love you,
Yay!
Lindy.
So we have, I'm Melissa Lavigne, and I have my wonderful co-host, wonderful Morrison, and my other wonderful co-host, Danny Green.
Hello.
So normally we have a guest, but at the top of the month, every month, we each get a chance to tell everyone about us. So today is my week. So I'm so excited to share with you all what I'm up to. But first, if you want to see your name, so we can see your name, like we see Lindy Moo there. Go to streamyard.com/Facebook and type your name in so we can see you and comment. And Lindy loves Wonderful's headdress. So wonderful. What's on top of your mind today?
Oh man. So top of mind today is all about friendships because to me when I think of that connect like we meet people, right? There's always strangers that you meet, but not everybody is sort of in the space of friendship. And I think there is sort of an art to it as you get older. You know, when you're young, friendships is just something you know how to do because you're connecting, everything is new and exciting. But as we get older and through some experiences we've all had in great friendships or not so great friendships or like the, what's that called? The burning bridges type thing, right? When I think of you, I genuinely always see how you would naturally connect in friendship because you do it so well. You do it so effortlessly. You do it in a way where it's not invasive or, like you're trying. It's just you want to be friends and it's so genuine that I think like if you can put it in a bottle, that's like and to me, top of mind, I just turned 48 and I know where I am challenged when it comes to meeting new people or networking in general, right? Like it's not an easy thing, which is interesting because so many people are like, oh my gosh, but you're so extroverted. Yeah, that doesn't mean I'm out for friendship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's a different definition. So to me, top of mind is I always am looking to you to see how to connect on a genuine level in a friendship manner, not so much in a logistical, like we are creating something in the world to create impact, right? Not that friendships don't create impact. I feel like I'm just going around in a circle here. I hope people are understanding what I mean when I say that level of friendship connection is a different form of connection than business or partnership or collaboration because friendship doesn't have anything attached to it other than it's just pure love, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's my top of mind.
Well, how does that lead into leadership in your, since you are the leadership queen in my in my eyes? How does that extend over to leadership?
I think that in leadership, you have such an incredible responsibility to move, inspire, and motivate people, right? In so many areas of life. And friendships are not as easy to come by because in most leadership, in entrepreneurship especially, it's very mission driven. And when you're mission driven, you see friendships in a way where you compartmentalize it and you make space for it, and that's not always a good thing. I mean, that's just how I naturally operate, right? So I think that it's nice every now and then to stop and say, oh my gosh, there's somebody that genuinely just wants to be my friend. And it brings back sort of this flow of human connection in business and in relationship and leadership that shifts what friendship truly is. And friendship, honestly, because people get so hyper focused on building, 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 creating, creating, creating. But if you see every single client as a friend, it really changes the way you build a business. And that is what rewriting business for women is like. We have to stop looking at people as just strangers who can be your clients, but really see them as, would you be friends with them if they weren't paying you? And if they are, then build that relationship, and that relationship will last forever. And that is sustainability in a business, right? So really be discerning in your leadership what that means to you.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a very winded
Which
explanation.
also leads to referrals then, long-term relationships leads into referrals. You build that relationship,
Right.
you know, like, and trust them, and then they give you referrals because they're like, this person's
Right.
awesome. Like, you have to call them and talk to them. And
Right.
I could go on forever. Okay, Danny, what's on top of your mind?
Well, I totally agree with wonderful and you, Melissa, that really networking in person and getting to know people is the best business strategy.
Mhm.
And when I have clients that go through my program, they become my friends. I mean, I don't
Mhm.
call them up for coffee exactly, but I pray for them. I want to support them.
Yes.
I like all their stuff on Facebook, and I try to comment. They have connected with me for their own emotional healing, and I
Mhm.
just care about them so much. And which leads into the tragedy that's going on in Ukraine. Remember, your prayers are making a difference, and however you can help them, I send out light, love, power, and wisdom to everyone who needs it, mostly. Just
Mhm.
know that your prayers are making a difference energetically in their lives, and it's just such a tragedy.
Yeah.
And I appreciate how many countries are coming around, even like Switzerland, who's normally neutral, is speaking against this. So we're waking up to this is just not okay. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just so tragic. Hmm. But we can send our prayers, and we're making a difference, and we're connecting.
Thank you for that, Danny. Um, so normally at this point I'm introducing someone else. But since I am the speaker today, what I wanted to talk about, well, there's kind of two things. One is I want to just put out into the world that every single one of us has a superpower, right? So Danny,
Agreed.
hers, wonderful. We know what hers is. So to me, I guess my superpower is the power of connection, right? And
Yes.
building those relationships. And I, so some of the people are watching probably knew me as Leads Referral Network. And that was my attempt to build relationships through networking. And so I decided to put that on the side and start a new company called Spark the Preneur, a place where people can come and either if they don't know their superpower, we will help them find it. So I love it. I love it. Honestly, every Halloween, I'm like, I want to dress up like that, but I
Right.
haven't ready for it yet. I'm working on that. Okay, so you can come if you don't know your superpower, you can come and find it. Um, Danny's typing in the chat to me. I don't want to be on the full screen. Okay, I don't like the attention. I don't like the attention.
Okay.
Um, and I Spark the Preneur, I started it actually back when I did have Leads Referral Network, and we had a few events. which I learned through Wonderful's Brave Retreat, to have events for people. And so we did the Spark the Preneur event, and it was geared towards, you know, everybody has that superpower. So once you find that superpower, and what is it? What can you do with it? What kind of business could you start with it? I want to encourage young children to learn about business, whether they start a business or not, but just so they know about it. If they have a job at Starbucks or Safeway or whatever, well, what if it closed down and they lost their job? At least they have, you know, something of their own that they could do, something that they're passionate about, something that helps people, helps serve the world. So, so Spark the Preneur is a place where you can come and have that partnership and collaboration and connection, and meet the people that they need to meet in order to start this business. So you know, I remember when my daughter was 8 years old, she said, "I want to start a slime business." And this was before I even started being an entrepreneur. I was kind of starting to, because I was a career designer and I was networking for my design business. And then, but I didn't know really, oh my God, like if I would have known you ladies then, I would have been like, "I'm on it, girlfriend, let's do this." I had no idea. I had no idea how to help her start a slime business. So like that was kind of my encouragement, and, you know, encouraging these young youth to bring out that spark, that entrepreneur inside of them. And what's the word? Just encourage them to go with it when they have these ideas, you know, I mean, or even older, you know, older people who maybe someone who's worked in corporate for 20 years and they want to get out of it. They just want to get out of it. They want to do something where they don't have to drive to the office every day. They want to have, you know, a home business, something like that. So that is a little bit about what Spark the Preneur is. Not even looking at the chat to see if anybody has any comments. Ooh, okay, Lindy. Oh, wait, got another. Who are you out there? Somebody else is watching. Go to streamyard.com/Facebook if you want to chat with us. So
she's like, what? So I have a question for you, Miss Melissa.
Yes.
So it sounds like you've been a natural connector your whole life, right? And I think that 99.9% of networking events I actually attend. Now, mind you all, I have been an entrepreneur my entire adult life, and networking was never part of our strategy, which is so interesting that Danny brought that up, because you know, at the time, networking wasn't the same as it is now, though. It was a lot of BNI type groups, and I didn't really see that being beneficial to our business at the time. And but you know, I recognize now that the connection that you tend to create on a natural level is very community based. So Spark the Preneur is a program you've created to get people involved in, like, if you've got something in there brewing, come and bust it all out, and you support them by connecting them to people that can help them, right? Okay, I just wanted to make that really clear, that you are the connector to the connectors.
Yes.
And I will be honest, my business has been around, my online business has been 3 years running now, and it's mainly built because of you, because you were so naturally, you understood what I was about without me even explaining it well, and then you just connected me to the right people. So how do we do that without you? How do we create that same magic without you? What is like a first step we should do?
You hire me.
Oh, yes. Boom. Look at that.
You hire me. Oh, thank you, Lindy Moo. You're so sweet. So yes, but Here are my tips on what you can do.
Okay.
So actually this is something also that I've just started doing, is a kind of a new networking thing called the Real Raw, and
Ooh.
it's free networking. It is a mixture of BNI, Shark Tank,
Oh.
your local community networking groups that you go to, chamber groups.
Okay.
It's all on Zoom. So the founder of the company that puts these on is he's a lawyer, and what he's a lawyer that also has a hello to yes formula. He created a hello to yes formula, how you get people to say yes, which is, here's another little tip, is about relationship building and getting to
No
know
way.
people, becoming, being interested in people, not trying to sell to them, just, building that relationship. So that's a tip right there. But so he used to take his clients out to dinner during, before COVID, and he would play this little role play game where you do a mock phone call. So, like, say, Danny, you're calling someone that you've been chatting with on Facebook, and you would say, "Hey, Melissa, I'm Danny. We've been chatting on Facebook. You commented on a few of my posts. Are you interested in learning about hypnosis or weight loss? Blah, 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 right?" Okay, so we do a mock phone call. You have 3 minutes, and then we have judges. So they will judge the call. They'll give you a score of 1 to 10. So whoever wins is the winner, whoever has the highest score. You're asking me, wonderful. How do you win?
Well, what do you win? What do you win is my biggest question.
I know.
I want to
So
know.
sometimes you get a 7. They'll say, "Oh, that was a great phone call. You did this really well. You did this really well. If you optimize this a little bit, it may, you may have got them to say yes sooner." I mean, we've had NFL players on that. We've had international speakers and authors on as judges. So, I mean, the opportunity to get them to judge your call has been phenomenal. Just like you can see, everyone is just like taking notes, like, "Whoa," like, "Oh my God, I got to get every minute of this." So yeah, so it is to me, I keep saying it is leads referral network on steroids. It's like
Should we practice one? Because I'm not really, honest to God, I can't wrap my head around it. Like,
yeah.
I'm not really, I can't see it, how it flows. Danny, are you feeling like that's something you're interested in? I mean, because we're not doing it hardcore. You just got to give us a guideline of what it is, how to do it.
Yeah. So just help us figure it out. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm game.
Okay. So let's see. So wonderful. I'm gonna try to talk you into going to Los Angeles with me for an event.
Oh, no. Okay.
Okay, so this is the first time I've ever had to do it, because normally my hosts, who have been studying the formula for very long, usually do this. So this is, if they're watching this, okay, I hope I do it. I hope I do it right. Okay, hi, wonderful. This is Melissa. How are you?
Hi, Melissa. I'm good. Thank you for asking.
So we've been chatting on Facebook for a few days, back and forth. And I just was calling you to say hi. What have you been up to lately?
Oh my goodness, so much. And we don't even have time for me to go into all the stuff that I'm getting into right now, but it's pretty much catch up because my whole family got sick in December. So all of February was all about catching up. And holy moly, is it already March? It's crazy. So yeah.
What I'm hearing is you are busy. You are really busy,
Yes.
and you have a lot going on in your world right now.
So much and not enough coffee.
Well, So, okay, so if you could pick any coffee that you like is your favorite, like what would it be?
Oh my gosh. There's this one, it's this blue one, and it's supposed to help you think clearly. It's this specialized, I don't even know what it's called. I just know what it looks like. So whenever I go to Target, they only sell it at Target, I purchase it. It's
Okay.
ridiculously expensive, but I only drink 1 cup a day, but it really does help clear my mind because it has all kinds of different ingredients other than beans.
Okay. All right. And so you're are you drinking coffee because you feel like it peps you up a little bit and keeps you going during the day, or what? Like, what's the reason why you're drinking coffee? Do you just love the taste?
No, I've never been a big coffee drinker. I just like because it has turmeric in it, it has vitamin B's in it, it has these ingredients that I wouldn't naturally just drink on its own. But with coffee, it has it just, my body just absorbs it differently, I guess. I don't know.
I love that. I love that. Oh my
And
gosh.
so,
So when we were chatting in the Facebook Messenger, you had talked about looking for some new clients. You had a post about a retreat you have coming up. So
Mhm.
tell me about that. What is your retreat about, and how are you helping people with it?
It's free. It's 5 days, and it's really the first step in attracting our ideal clients, right? Because
Mhm.
our brand is naturally what people see first. They feel it, they see it, and when we are confusing our ideal clients about what we do because our brand doesn't represent exactly the value of the solution that they need, then it becomes muddled, and then we're overworking, over marketing, really creating how to attract clients and not the most effective way. And the
Mm,
first place we have to be effective is our brand. Right. And
okay.
then you can build a marketing plan around the effectiveness of your brand.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So, what if I were to tell you that that I've collected about 100 people that would be your ideal client and your
Get
ideal
out of here.
customer?
100 people?
Yeah, would you be interested in meeting them in LA next weekend?
Oh man, that's good. She got, how could I
Yes.
how could I say no to that? Yes, it's 100 people of my ideal clients. And all I have to do is go to LA with you? Come on. That's a win-win. Oh my
Ding,
gosh.
ding, ding. Okay. All right. So
That's a
that
yes.
is what we do on the Real Raw. Okay. So, Danny, what
That's
if you were
good.
a judge, what would you have to tell me, how you felt that call went? What kind of advice would you give?
it is 9.5, and the only advice I'd give you is um, that at the beginning you said, "I'm just calling to see how you are," but that wasn't it. Just checking it, be
Mm,
more honest with that first conversation, that
Yes.
first statement. But then after that, asked how they were doing, what they're interested in, and
yeah,
then said, yeah. So like the two questions about wonderful, and about
yeah,
wonderful and being interested in her. And then, you kind of expect if someone calls you that there's
Yep.
a reason. And then
Yes.
right,
that was your
right.
third. And of course, being Melissa, you just rolled right into it. Wow.
Right?
Oh, I
Okay.
was
So
sweating my boots. I was
unsuspectingly,
sweating, like, literally. And I forgot that that's what I am learning in this, mastery program that I'm involved in that teaches this Hello to Yes formula is you're really not supposed to say the first thing. "How are you doing?" Like, I don't why do you care? You don't even know me. Like, so my bad. You're right. I'm not supposed to say that.
that
So
was
good
good.
catch, Danny. Good catch.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. And then the other thing, wonderful. Please take a picture of that coffee from Target. I have a gift card for Target, so I want to go there and buy
Oh,
it. So
yes. Okay.
put the little, like, take a picture of it and then put it in the chat after this, so we
Okay.
all can
Okay.
go get. And the reason I'm drinking coffee, I know it's so rude to drink things during lives, but I'm working on a hypnosis script, and I literally fell asleep yesterday working on it. So this is my lunch coffee with mushroom stuff
Ooh.
in it that I'm having in the morning so that I'll stay awake to finish my hypnosis script. So sorry for the,
No, it was perfect. Actually, it really like supported the whole conversation about, because what really got me too is you were so highly interested in my drinking coffee that by the time you came to the whole, what if I had 100 people of your ideal clients, I was already sold at the fact that you cared about something, that normally people don't want to know more about. Like
Yeah.
so what do you like the taste? Or what is it about the coffee? I thought that was a brilliant, brilliant way to connect with me, because I don't naturally drink coffee, but this particular one is my favorite.
Well, and so yeah, and that's the key, is when you're talking to people, find something that makes them happy, that they want to talk about, because it just, it connects you there. If they start talking about their dog, it's like, "Oh my God, what color is it? How big is it? Where'd you get it?" Like, "Oh my God," like
And that's so
you
true.
let
Yeah.
somebody talk about their dog and you're their best friend. Like
Yeah. Yeah. And that is so true, because like Danny was saying, how people do naturally call or message you, right? And I always want to talk to people because I'm naturally just curious. But right away, they don't care about what they just asked me about, right? They'll say, "So, how did you get into this?" And then I'll say my story. And then they just go straight into, "So, this thing that I have going on could help this thing." And I'm like, dude, you didn't even validate a single thing about what I just said.
yeah.
And, and that right away makes me feel a certain way of, oh, you really aren't as interested in me as I thought. And I'm genuinely interested in you because I am super curious. Like, how did that happen? How did you get into what you got into? So that's really good tip.
It's supposedly we all have the superpower of influence. Everyone has their own little superpower, but we all have the power of influence if we know how to use it correctly.
Yeah, and I'll tell you a personal story. So I've said before that I have kind of a sensitive psyche. I can't handle a lot of push or challenge. And so I just like do my life the best I can. Then I saw this book on Audible called Atomic Habits, and I'm like, I am not reading that book. I cannot fix my habits. I'm just like, honestly. But then a friend suggested it and said they're teaching it to children in a school district in Chicago. And I'm like, okay, if they're teaching it to children, I probably can handle it. But I wouldn't have read that book if that friend hadn't said the title to me and given me a reason. So when you suggest things, it really does open people's mind to the possibility. And now let's listen to Lindy Moo says, how do I keep a relationship honest even though I only met the person because I was looking for business? Oh, Lindy, you're so loving. Just be loving. Just be Lindy. Lindy,
Ask them what
just
kind of
show up
coffee
and
you
be
drink.
Lindy. Just be Lindy.
I love that response, Danny. I love that response, because especially because I teach how to plan your business for growth. The assumption is that you sales. Well, no, actually, I don't teach anything on sales. I teach nothing, because it's really not about sales. It's really about connecting to the right people. If you authentically have a connection, who wouldn't want to stay with you? And then your service is actually helping them grow into the person they want to become.
Yeah.
It's just a natural course of, I will pay for your value and you will give me the value that you offer for that monetary amount, right? I feel like that's there. I don't think there is, I don't know. I really want to just get rid of the word sell.
Yeah.
Because sell is really relationship solutions.
Mhm.
That's what that is. And Danny is a solution to a ton of people's pains. And what she charges is the worth of what you're going to get from that experience. The value is worth the monetary ask. End of story.
Yeah. Well, and the one thing that to keep, that is really, really important is, okay, so if Lindy was trying to sell Danny coffee and Danny doesn't drink coffee, Danny knows a bunch of people that drink coffee. So you always have to think about the referral. Like, oh, well, okay, maybe you don't drink coffee, but do you know anyone that does? Now that you've established that relationship, they're gonna be like, oh shit, yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry, shit, yeah. I know a bunch of people that drink coffee, and I'm gonna send them all your way because I love you.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes. Agreed. I think this is a great conversation though, because really it is something all of us women in business industries have to kind of redesign in our minds of what business and sales is, because it's not the way that we've been seeing it for centuries. To us anyways. To us.
Yeah.
Like it might still be that way for our husbands, but not so much to us.
And it's like, I just trust the universe is going to draw the people to me that I can help, and I'm just I keep being myself and
so true.
Trusting the process, trusting the flow. Yeah,
exactly.
Agreed.
Wow. Melissa, what a great show. Thank you so much.
We are at time. I know.
No, not yet.
So, I don't have the link right here. And thank you for watching, Lindy. I will put the link in later on the chat. But if you would like to be a guest on our show, check the comments. We have a link. You can fill it out.
Hey, Lindy hasn't been on our show before.
Lindy's not been on the show.
Lindy, let's get you scheduled, girl.
Yeah,
come on, get in there.
She might sing us a song. All right. We love you all so much. Namaste, everyone. Keep praying for your crane.
Yes.